Hello, how are you? It's Sue Maddox from Sue Maddox Paper Crafts, and today I'm going to show you, we're going to make a quick and simple card you can make using the beautiful Wonderful World pattern paper that you can get free at the moment in Australia with a $180 Stampin' Up order. And then I'm also going to show you a little stepped up version if you've got a few extra bits and pieces in your craft collection. Okay, let's get a start. So this paper is just beautiful. It's called Wonderful World. This is a bit of a look at the one side of the design. So there are 12 different patterns all up. You get 2 of each of the pages and they're double-sided. So on the back, we've got our plainer looking patterns that coordinate nicely. Okay, so I'm going to show you a nice quick card we can make using these ones. So for these cards, I have, let's have a little look here. I have used this sheet here. So it's got all these beautiful flowers on it, and I grabbed out my trusty very sharp pair of scissors, my paper snips, and cut around the edge of these. So let me show you what that looks like. There's a couple of ways of doing that. You can cut them just like this, or sort of the outline, or you can go really close in there and cut them in a more detailed way. So I basically sat down in front of the TV one day and cut the whole sheet out, and then now I'm just been busy making some cards using those. So let's have a little look now. We are going to use another piece of the gorgeous pattern paper as our background. I'm just going to get my trimmer out, and we're cutting this one 9 centimeters wide. I'm going to give inches in just a second if you prefer to work in inches. So 9 centimeters by 12.5 centimeters. Let me just pop my glasses on for this bit. 12.5, and if you prefer to work in inches, we are 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Works quite well. Okay, so there's our little piece of our pattern paper that we're going to use. Then we're going to use some of the basic white thick cardstock to cut a little piece, because I find if we've got our little flower, we sort of lose him a little bit on that. I think we need a little bit of white just to break it up a little bit so that the flower stands out. So this piece I'm going to cut at 6.5 by 10 centimeters. Jump in and cut that. We'll save that for our greeting. 6.5 by 10 if you work in centimeters, or in inches that'd be 2.5 inches by 4 inches would be a similar dimension. Okay, so pop the trimmer aside for a moment. That's our little piece there. I'm going to use a white base card. So I've cut my A4 piece in half at 14.8. and then I have scored it at 10.5 centimeters to make my base card. Okay, let's stick this one down first. So get my glue and a little bit of glue on there. Nice part about using glue is you do get a little bit of wiggle room, because I do quite often find I pop him on a little bit crooked. So we get that little tiny bit of wiggle room helps. Okay, let's pop that on there, get him centered up. There we go, got our base. Now we're going to work on our little white panel here. And this is the flower that I cut out earlier. So that's quite a nice one for cutting. A nice sharp pair of scissors helps with cutting, I find. So our paper snips are terrific. They're super sharp, so just be careful with them. And I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of that, just to give it a little bit of a lift up. So pop some of these on. So this is a really simple card. I'll show you a couple of other little extra bits you can add if you've got a few other things in your collection. But this one's great if you've just got paper ink and cardstock. Okay, that will do, I think, on our dimensionals. And we'll pop him on here. There we go. And then we want a little greeting. So today I am using, where is he gone? Here he is. I'm using this greeting set. It's called Go-To Greetings, very nicely named one there, and it's got lots of different sizes. And some of these smaller ones I found are perfect for using with the oval punch. So I've got a couple of ovals in here, and this one's great for working with this greeting set. So let's grab out one of those. Actually, I've already got one out, which is just a note. So that's this one here, and I've popped it onto my little block. And then I'm going to use the Starry Sky ink pad with this one. Okay. Open my ink pad and then a little tap, 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 just gently. I quite often find with greetings, good idea to have a little practice stamp on some scrap paper first, just to see how it's stamping and have a few little practice runs. Yeah, and then sometimes you just need to do that a couple of times until you're happy with it. That one's turned out well, so we can clean off our stamp with my Simply Chamois, and then he can go back in the case ready for next time. Okay, and this one fits nicely in this little smaller oval here. I could put it in the big oval if I wanted a scalloped edge. I'm going to go for the plain, clean and simple look for this one, so I'm going to pop it into here. Get it all centered up nicely, and then a little squeeze. Just make sure you're happy with the positioning there, and then give him a little punch. And there we go, we're ready for our greeting. Okay, I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of this piece here to lift that layer up. I love dimensionals, so I use them on every card. Can get a few different sizes. We've got this size is the regular size, and then we've also got some little mini ones. It's also a pack that's got some black ones in it as well. That's handy if you're using a lot of dark cardstock. Okay, let's pop that on. Get that all centered up. Lovely. And then we're just going to add our little greeting. Let's just pop another couple of these on while we're having a dimensional party. Okay, and that can just sit down here. And there we go, we are all done. Let's move those out of the way. So a super quick and easy, simple card there for you. Let me just show you it in with one of the other flowers and one of the other pattern papers. So beautiful, nice, simple card, very quick and easy to put together with not very many tools really. If you're just starting out, you don't have a lot in your craft collection, or if you don't want to get a lot of things out, I can definitely relate to that some days. Now, if you do have a few other bits and pieces and you want to step it up a little bit, for these next cards, I've just added in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I've got the Bricks and Mortar 3D embossing folder, and I've used the deckled rectangle dies here just to cut some other layers. And then I've also grabbed out some of the coordinating cardstock. One of the nice things about Stampin' Up is that all the colours match, so it just makes it super easy. And I've just added some extra layers in there. So let's have a little closer look here. We've got that same flower. I've cut the little smaller rectangle out with the deckled edge rectangle dies, and then the next size up for the matting layer. And then I've also added a little cardboard matting layer there around my pattern paper piece as well, just to add extra little bit of framing to that. For this card, I've used the Nature's Prints stamp set, I think it's called, for the greeting, and then one of our little stitched circle dies there from one of our circle packs. And then let's have a little look over here. Can you see that texture in the background adds a nice little element as well. So whether you want to go for a little stepped up version or a simple version, this is a beautiful pack of paper to create with. Just gorgeous. I really like this paper. So during July and August in Australia, you can get this paper plus a cute little stamp set with some flowers on it as well, free with a $180 order. As part of our celebration special. You could adapt this idea to any of our papers that have some of those larger images, work in a similar sort of a way. I hope that has been helpful for you today. Happy creating, take care, and get in touch if I can help you with if you've got any questions about any of our products, or if you're in Australia and you would like to place an order. If you would like some more ideas to help you make beautiful cards at home, there's a subscribe button there if you wanted to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I hope to share lots more tips and tricks with you. Thanks very much. I've been Sue Maddox from Sue Maddox Paper Crafts, and I hope you have lots of fun creating at home. Thanks for watching. Bye.